brings you to tears. It can. It doesn't have to. It's that profound. That's at the heart of it. You follow? And that's what you want to do. Be absolutely so moved to tears that your field opens, and the great gifts that are in that light are shared with you. And it's balanced with the male energy. See? There's a lot of ways to balance that. Something I like to do, balancing the male and female energy, is here's an 864, which represents 1,000th of the diameter of the sun. Multiply it by pi, and we've got enough. So pi is the feminine area. See, 864 also is a goddess number as well. Interesting that that's associated with the sun, but it's also 86,400 seconds in a solar day. That's one kind of principle. And then there's, it's, 400 times the diameter of the moon. So when you apply pi, which I'm assigning right now because of the curvature nature, the feminine aspect of intelligence behind pi, you follow? Just consider that. Play with that. Try to get to know pi as a personality. There's many different values of pi, by the way, that ancients have used, and different, so I'm not going to discuss that part so much. And you hear these two. So this bigger tuning fork here is 864 hertz, and the other one is 2,714. Well, this would be the number 2,714,336 miles around the sun. And this tuning fork I have is 2714.336. And there's the circumference of the sun when it's 864,000 mile diameter average. So we're doing a balance, and I'm saying this too because of also how all of life is flowing on the sun and the intelligence of the sun. And it's not just the male principle, because our sun is also female to a bigger sun that downloads to our sun. Just like the earth. You see, almost everybody says Mother Earth, but actually, Earth becomes a father to the moon. I mean, a male consort to the moon. So all of these have a double nature to them, how they work. Flipping back and forth, balancing male and female depending on their roles. They're not fixed, which is really important. So here's this sound. This is a dedication to the sun through the 864 and what that means, and a dedication to the circumference of the curvature of space. And it's a male-female thing. Because of curvature, circles, all the spheroids, all of that is part of the feminine part of that nature. Now also in balancing the male and female, we have the Vesica Pisces that you create during flower of life. You overlap two circles of the same diameter, and then you create this almond shape in the middle, like a football shape, where the width is 1, representing the radius of the circle, and the height is the square root of 3. And back in the earlier days, the name of the square root of 3 was called the 153. It was called that. And that's Mary Magdalene's sacred number, 153. So the ratio they used was 265 divided by 153. And it's correct to the first 5 digits of the square root of 3. That ratio is perfect for engineering. It gives you a 10,000th of an inch tolerance, even. Excellent. Square root. I don't mean roots in the garden, Some mathematicians have square roots in their gardens, but that was the radical sign there. Anyway, so there's a lot of magic in this, in how this number works. And this is the number of fish in the fishing story that Jesus told. Why did he teach the fishermen? He was teaching to fish out of a particle field, where if they caught a certain number of fish, they would never run out of fish. And how they work that is you apply the Trinity. 1 cubed plus 5 cubed plus 3 cubed, and that comes out to 153. So 152 wouldn't do it. 154 wouldn't do it. That story has a certain number in it. It's a regenerative number. and it has a lot of geometry behind it. I'm going to go into that today with some decimal points, but this is the basic thing. So here, now, so what's the deal with the vesica? And you'll see a lot of saints and deities and Christ beings inside of a vesica shape. That is that portal. And all of the openings in the body are vesicas. Vessel of the fish, a certain shape. Your mouth, when you speak, that shape is very important. Jonah being in a whale was basically in a time and space travel wormhole, not in a physical whale. And that shape, you get that shape. So the width is 153 units by 265i, creating, this basic vesica shape. Here's the 153 here, and here's the 265. And there's a lot of different vesicas that are different proportions, even in the Font of Life. But that's the primary one. So when I work with these, I'm going to use, let's see here. Here's the lower fork is the 153. So you can, hello? Test. Oh, a switch. It's on. Let's see. Test. One more one. Here. So you just have your nervous system remember these frequencies. Go ahead and play that. Did I do something? Oh, what did I do? The sound of silence. I composed a song once called The Loudest Silence.